He told me, if you want to play international cricket, you have to play the short ball, otherwise forget about it. So he had the vision. Then that was quite special. Then Duncan Fletcher, keen eye for the game. Amazingly got along well with him. Taught me so many things. There have been so many people whose contributions are neglected, overlooked, but we understand the importance of those. You're absolutely right, spot on.
It's too many to mention. I can start from primary school, but the trend is the same. It's someone, they don't use a lot of words, but they just plant a seed in your head that you could possibly do something special one day. And it's more the people that make you dream than actually someone pointing out mistakes. And I've never related well to that. I've never reacted well to that. Maybe this and that's wrong and this is wrong. I've always gone like, oh, can you maybe tell me one positive thing, please? Yeah. But there are naturals like a Gary Kirsten and I think of high school coach Dion Boertes, Dennis Lindsay, Colin Detmer. I've worked with so many guys, Grant Morgan, that just plant a little bit of a seed that make you think, hold on, this guy he thinks that I could go all the way, Mm-hmm. And then you want to prove him right. Instead of proving someone wrong, you want to prove people right. And that's the big difference in mindsets when someone believes in you. And that's the kind of captain you are as well, whether you knew it or not. But your players want to prove you're right because of Virat Kohli and what you've achieved and the person that you are and the amount of belief you have in us and the franchise. As a player, I feel like, you know what, I'm letting him down if I'm not scoring runs. You want to do something special for a leader, and it takes a trick to become such a leader,
Yeah, look, I obviously took time to figure it out, but the only thing I felt like was the most sensible thing to do is empower people around you. Because when you empower people around you, they become the best version of themselves, and eventually it helps the team that you've been given the responsibility for. But in life as well, they realize themselves, and then they're able to lead their lives in the right manner as well. So I would love to see people taking responsibility and initiative by themselves, always have a helping hand around them like myself or you as a senior. But I want to see guys coming into their own, youngsters coming in, having a 500-600 runs in the first or second season, coming into test cricket. Don't worry about the guy who's played 100 tests. If you have a good mindset in your second or third test, you can get a 150. So, these kind of norms is something that I don't believe in, and I want people to break those norms and really become the best version of themselves. And that's where the fun is. Sometimes I think people have too much regard and respect for systems and, how traditions have been working and all that sort of stuff in sport. But I think when you break the shackles is when you do something special, and then people can relate to that and learn from that.
You see, the thing is, Biscuit, 90% of the things I achieved in my career, whether it's good or not, I honestly didn't believe it's possible. I swear. And it takes one or two little positive things and people in your life that just make you push a bit further. And you look back and you go like, how the heck did I just do that? How did you score 1,000 runs in an IPL season? I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. Did you ever think that's possible? I know. 16 games or 14 games. And how do you score 1,000 runs? Come on, man.
No, you can't think about it again and again. Things are just meant to be. You have to respect them. You have to give everything that you have, and that's all you can do. And I was thinking about it. You spoke about RCB and having been so close, and people love to, take a dig at us. Love to make fun of the franchise and all that sort of stuff. That's all fair. That's a choice people have. The one thing that stands out for me and that'll always be special is why we play the game and how we play the game. For us, it is always going to be about the love for the game, giving everything that we have, not be obsessed with results, be determined, but not be obsessed for results. And that's all we can do. And, eventually the silverware or these numbers or nothing like that is going to stay behind you. All that you can always leave behind is the impact you had on people and how many people were you able to inspire. Obviously, you want to achieve, you want to win trophies, you want to score runs, all of that. But it shouldn't become such an obsession in your life that if that doesn't happen, you can't move forward. Sure. That's why I will always be here, just playing for RCB, doing well for RCB, just for the love with the fans and be able to inspire people. And that for me is always going to be the most important thing.
Yeah, spot on. Asima, I don't know. I'd be probably going to answer a couple of questions from the fans. I see a couple of my friends asking me if there's alcohol in my drink. It's just a glass of water, guys. Relax, please. Am I talking that much nonsense? I thought I'm talking some sense here.
No, the other day I was speaking to KP, and he was drinking water in a beer glass, and Yuzi got so excited. He was like, "Oh, water in a beer glass, KP sir, you're a legend." I was like,
You know
"See a
what?
beer glass and you take off."
Talking about Yuzvendra Chahal. He's an interesting character. He calls me up at night, like at 1 o'clock in the morning ISO time, and I go like, "What is he doing at 4 a.m. in India?"
Have you seen his TikTok videos?
He gives me a video call, and I'm like, "No, man."
Oh my word. You should go and check out Yuzvendra Chahal TikTok videos.
Oh, really?
You will not believe that this guy is playing international cricket. And he's 29 years old. Just go and look at his videos. He's an absolute clown. Such a lovely guy.
While we're chatting, I just want the guys to ask some questions, and we'll answer as many as we can. Can you see your feed
sure.
coming up?
I only see hello,
Yeah.
love struck, AB, love you, AB sir, 17 and 18 together.
Let's count. Let's count how
I'm
many
really big fan
people.
of you.
How many people love me and how many love you. I hope I win.
I can only see AB every.
In the meantime, how old are you now, Biscuit?
32 in November.
You're getting old, eh?
Unbelievable. I'm working twice as hard now.
We have to.
It says one question says favorite innings against each other.
Oh my word.
I know yours.
What's mine?
Bloody Mumbai when you smashed us all over the place. 400 and I don't know how many.
Yeah, that was one of my best knocks, ODI knocks of my life.
No, but what's your favorite? What's your favorite?
No, I honestly, against any team or against you guys?
No, against India and mine against South Africa. I will mention them.
No, mine was definitely Wankhede Stadium, the final. It was 2-2 in that series. It was a good series.
Mm-hmm.
And we've always wanted to win a series in India. It was a big. I was very motivated. I think if I'm not mistaken, we've come up. What year was it? It was 2016, huh?
It was 2015. 2015.
Was it? Yes.
Yeah.
So we were very motivated. It was after the World Cup, I think, and we were very disappointed with that.
Yeah. Yep.
And but I was incredibly motivated as captain to do something special. I've always loved going to India, playing cricket there. We had some youngsters in the team as well that I felt I needed to inspire as a leader. We had a very strong senior group, and that particular day it was 2-2. I felt we played better cricket in the series, and we should have clinched the series before then. But we opened up the door, and it went to Mumbai, and obviously the odds were against us. Batting first there, Wankhede, it was a great wicket. I think you'll recall that. If we didn't get 400 plus, if we got 350, I think you guys would have got it. So we just batted well and created a couple of amazing partnerships. I think Faf got 100 as well, and Quinton. It was Quinton got 100 early on, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a very special.
You got out in the 45th over. Otherwise, we would have been chasing 500. Bloody hell! I can't forget that game. Mine would be. Well, 2013 first test in the test series when I got 120 and 95 in the second innings. I got out to JP, I can't believe it, second innings 95 at Johannesburg, got behind, you were keeping, bloody hell. It's my favorite because you bowled at me as well and I didn't get out to you.
I'm bold. I've kept wicket for the entire test match. My legs were so numb. And the next minute, Graham tells me, "Are you ready to bowl a few overs?" I'm like, "Captain, are you serious? Virat Kohli is batting here. My legs, I can't feel my legs. I just want to get off the field." But I've always been up for the challenge when it comes to bowling. But oh my word, I had a funny action that time as well. I was trying to do, but I knew you didn't want to get out to me. So it was.
I was so nervous. You know why it was special? Because I was playing with you for RCB. I had played against Dale for RCB. Dale was at his peak, 2013. He was going at me. He was right at me. We were batting first. I remember it was the first morning. We were about 30 for 2 at lunch, and we came out after lunch, and Dale was just bowling bouncers at me, and he kept chipping away at me, and I pulled one, and I beat Hashim at deep square leg. He couldn't move to his left. And after that, Dale didn't say anything to me, but that was amazing. He kept having a go at me, and to be able to play against people that you know so well, your friends, but still have that, competitive spirit is always a great thing. But I think the IPL has helped immensely in that, just the mutual respect and just playing it the right way.
Definitely, and also the belief for different players that you can score hundreds anywhere in the world. I mean, it's not everybody who can score 100 the Wanderers on a green top with our bowlers running in there. If you score 100 there, especially batting first, the ball moves around in the morning there. You've got to stick around for 1.5 hours to really earn the right to start feeling like, you know what, I'm starting to get to understand the conditions and what's required to score big runs here. And you batted unbelievably well that day. I mean, that whole test series, I mean, you were amazing. And you were part of the guys, obviously Sachin and a few others, but you were part of a big change, I feel, in Indian cricket, where the batters started playing the short ball better and they started doing special stuff everywhere around the world, you know. People were very quick to say early on, like 10, 15 years back, South Africans can never score hundreds in India, Indians can never score hundreds in England or South Africa, and that whole thing has changed. And I feel it's more of a level playing ground these days where all batters are adapted to score hundreds everywhere in the world. Dale Steyn went to India and got a 10th. I mean, where was it? I think Hyderabad. No, it wasn't Hyderabad. Where was it? Anyway, somewhere.
It was Nagpur.
Nagpur, yes. I mean, it's one of the fattest wickets in the world, and it takes turns sometimes. Never mind, you can't come as a seamer there and take 10. But those kind of things started happening, and a big reason for that is the IPL. You're right. It inspired a lot of people to do special stuff all over the world.
I think the one thing that's changed now with the IPL is... Thanks, Mala. One thing that changed now with the IPL is, the guys have become so confident of their own abilities. And the reason why it's a level playing field now is because obviously you understand the strengths and weaknesses of all players you play with, globally first. And secondly, the bowling attacks have become so good now that you can go and take 20 wickets anywhere in the world. And I think that makes it much more exciting to play, because when you go play a series, whoever plays better or whoever bats better wins that series. And that's been the case in the last 5-6 years. That's the trend I've seen.
I've got a very interesting question for us, and I think the way we're going to do it, people asked here, who's the best 11 in the world? Pick your world team. So I think we go through it where we each get a chance. So I'll go opening bat 1, you go opening bat 2, you go batter number 3, you go 4. Okay. And it can be from any era, but I mean, I'm not going to go too far back because I want the people to at least, be fresh in people's memories, especially some of the younger fans. Okay, shall we go for it?
Let's do our era itself. Let's not go further back.
Okay.
Let's do the last 7-8 years.
Okay, I like that. It's tough because we haven't thought of it, and I'm going to forget people, and some of my friends might call me up and go like, "Why am I not on the team?" Okay, ODIs or Test matches?
ODIs.
ODIs. Okay, opening bat. Sure. That's a very tough one. Okay, I'll go Sachin, number 1.
Opening batsman, I'd go Rohit.
Okay, Sachin and Rohit opening. Are we just going to go India, South Africa to save ourselves? Okay, you believe it or not, but you're at number 3. Well done.
Okay, you're at number 4. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, thank you very much, Virat. Now we're going to start thinking about some all-rounders. Jacques Kallis at number 5. But we might change the batting order up depending on what kind of wickets we're playing. Sometimes Jake might bat at 3, you go to 4, I'll go to 5. Fair enough.
Actually, let's do India, South Africa. You're correct.
Okay, I'm happy. 6?
Yeah, Jacques Kallis 5. I would go UV at 6.
Okay, so now we have a left-arm spinner and we have an all-round seamer. Okay, so we don't need another all-rounder really. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, we can. We can go another impact player. Who do we go at 7?
We need a keeper.
Oh dear. Well, I can take the gloves, eh? Or MS.
Of course, you have to bring in MS.
The finisher.
MS at 7, I would say.
And I'll some games I think MS might bowl a couple of overs as well. Watching him warm up every game. Okay, 8.
8. Think of 8, 9, and 11. With 4 left. A spinner. For me, the spinner would be.
It's Imran, Jadu, Ravi, Ashwin. Kumble.
I would say in ODIs, I would say Jadeja as the left arm.
Okay, Jadu at 8.
Yeah, Jadu at 8. Then we could do Jadu probably in the squad, but push in an off spinner in there. What do you think? because we already have UV.
Yeah. So Jadu, if you're listening, we love you, but we're just gonna go. We're gonna go a different spinner because he's already there as a backup.
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Yes. Offie, I would go then if you speak about one day.
It can be a leg spinner as well. It can be Yuzi. It can be Kuldeep. Imran Tayyar. There's a lot of leggies. Although Imi will bat at 11, so I don't know. Good luck.
It's such a difficult squad to pick. Okay, let's put in both leg spinners. Let's put in Imi and Yuzi. Let's put in the Chinaman as well.
Okay, but hold on now. We're still at 8.
Let's go.
Who's at
Yuzi
8?
at 8. Yeah.
Okay, Yuzi at 8. Then
Yuzi
I'm picking 9. So just slow down.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Go.
Okay, I'll go Dale Steyn at 9. Okay, hold on. It's either Dale, Mornay, or Kagiso.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. I'll get a number 11 as well. So I'm gonna go Dale at 9.
You know what? I'll tell you something. We'll go Dale Steyn, Jasprit Bumrah, and Rabada.
I think we agree on that. Even though Mornay had a fantastic, Mornay has been unbelievable as well. But Mornay will be in the squad. Kuldeep will be in the squad. Jadu will be in the squad.
We love all the guys that we play with. So we will have a squad of 30.
Oh my word, it's tough. Fielding coach, Jonty Rhodes. Who's our coach?
Coach would be Gary.
Okay, Gary, coach. Okay, I'm happy. It's enough. We're gonna get ourselves into trouble.
Gary's worked with all of these people. Yeah.
That's true. You'll understand everyone's games.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. No more picking squads for that.
Sorry
but
about
listen,
that.
one. I think this will be a good question to end our chat with. We were worried about how we're gonna go through this chat, but I see that we've been going great guns and it's been amazing. But one question that I saw, okay, someone mentions captain. I think MS. For me, MS probably is the most balanced choice. So there we go. Captain sorted as well.
I'm happy with that. I've never played under him, but I've always had the world of respect for him. The way he handles himself on and off the field. I mean, he's always calm. He knows the game well, so I'm happy with that.
Proper. Okay, the one question that I saw was, explain your friendship in one word. Define it.
Timeless.
Why did I let you go first? Okay. Our friendship, I wouldn't say one word. I would just say based on trust.
Yeah.
That's all. Because when we bat together as well, we don't even call. We just run to. We don't even speak about the game. It's all fun and games.
There's too many words. Trust, authentic, unique, timeless.
Absolutely.
I'm happy.
It's amazing every time.
Thanks, Biscuit.
Okay.
It was good fun chatting. We'll do it again at some stage. People, just before we go, remember the platform is called Bid or Buy, but I'm going to post it. And here's my bet. Here's my shirt. Virat stuff is there, and we'll get it posted to you. Please be kind and generous and support a really good cause.
Absolutely. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for listening to our banter, our chats, our experiences together. AB, stay safe. Enjoy time with family. Give my love to the kids and Danielle as well, and everyone else out there. Please stay safe. Follow what's been told. We'll be through this sooner than we think, but all we need is a positive attitude. So God bless everyone. Take care. Thanks, Biscuit, and I'll see you very soon.
Thanks for your time, Virat. Just quickly from our side as well. Thanks for listening, people. And as Virat said, stay safe. I can't wait for the IPL. Let's hope it happens this year. I've been working incredibly hard in the gym, and that's basically all I can do. But we're going to be ready. And for all the RCB fans, we can't wait to connect with you people again. And everyone in India, thanks for listening. All the South Africans, everyone around the world. I'm going to do my homework and get some feedback on this chat and see if we can change some of the topics. And we'll do it again at some stage. Thanks, Biscuit.
Cheers, my brother. Take care.
Cheers. Take care.
Bye.